I don't know why it's not live yet on my side.
Oh, we're going. Oh, man. Look at all this equipment we got. We don't even use it. All of it.
Well,
All of it.
the internet went down earlier today, so I don't want to chance it.
Well, we need to get a new cord.
Will you order
What
one?
would be that cord? I'll get one tomorrow. I'll stop by and get one. That thing was this flat. Like, it was underneath this thing. I don't even know how it got under there. But that's probably why ours kept
Come in and out.
glitching.
What's up, y'all? So I have Jeffrey over yonder. Bowie's in the director's seat. Vamp is here, moderating in person IRL.
70s, 80s, and 90s.
Sorry.
We're all great years.
Yes, all of those were good years. B, do you want to film this for the TikToky?
I'm going to go live on TikTok.
Okay. Get this out of your way. So to save time, y'all, I went ahead and mixed up my resin. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Erica, as I said before. I have all of my entourage here, well, most of them, and we're artists till death. It says so right on my gloves. See? Ta-da! And we go live every day, usually at 6 p.m. Central, except for on Tuesdays it's at 2 p.m. Central. And it's always art, usually resin, but we also do acrylics, alcohol inks, glitterography. It's a new word that I just came up with in my head, and then it came out of my face. It's like choreography, but with glitter.
With glitter.
Yeah, it's glitterography. It's new. It's very dazzly. Anyways, so the Patina color palette has been on my mind, on my heart lately, and so I'm gonna do the Texas Geode Patina, Patinois. So I'm gonna go ahead and divvy out my resin into these little cups. And the amount of resin you put in each cup fully depends on how much of each color you want represented in your piece. I always leave a little bit in my master cup. I promise this is my first glass of wine. Tink. Okay. 4 colors. I'm going to use this color that I haven't used yet. It is Intense Copper. See how intense it is? I just wanted to vocalize the intensity that's in this little baby jar. I mean, it is a pretty rich color, if I do say so myself. What do you guys think about Intense Copper? So I'm going to go ahead and put some of that in my first cup. I just love that about the pigments that we carry at artisttilldeath.com is that they mix into the resin so easily, effortlessly, effortlessly. I mean, it looks just like it did in the jar. It didn't, dilute at all whatsoever. Ooh,
Pretty, beautiful.
It's like a model cheerleader. Okay, the next color I'm mixing up is Seafoam from Resin Art. You can find this on our website, artisttilldeath.com as well. All the colors and the Texas shape and the resin you can find on our website. So this looks super chunky, like it's not going to mix in well. But let me just say that that's false.
Shelly said, just got TikTok notification to join the live. Sorry, I'm already watching here on YouTube, but notifications are working there at least. Yay.
Oh. Well, thanks, TikTok, because sometimes, most times, YouTube doesn't like to notify people because they're rude.
What was that color?
This one is Seafoam by Resin. I have a lid somewhere. Here it is. Nope, not even on there. It's on the bottom. Got it during that era. Next, I need a white. I'm going to use titanium, maybe, possibly titanium. Yeah, we have enough.
Okay, this is new for me. But we are artists till death. We are making a geode with a Texas shape. And if anybody has any questions on TikTok, please ask.
So some of you have gotten notifications from TikTok as well that are watching on YouTube.
Sweet Pea, what's up?
We are dual streaming, much like we used to do on Twitch. Trying to get every last little bit of pigment out of this jar because waste not, want not. Hopefully this will be opaque. This is just resin titanium white. It's pure titanium based white. It's very pigmented, so it stays true white and is very opaque. I don't know if I said opaque before, but it is.
What resin are you using?
STONECOAT Art Coat.
STONECOAT Countertop Art Coat is the resin that we are using.
Okay. Meow. I'm gonna mix some turquoise luster. This is from Just Resin as well. This is an old jar, so it's not very pretty condition, but the pigment is good.
Welcome, everybody.
So we're about to get to the fun part. All of this that we've been doing is prep, and prep is very important when you're doing resin work. Super lustery. Ooh and ah.
What color is that?
Turquoise luster from Just Resin. Okay.
I was gonna say, can you explain to them what the difference between like shimmer and luster is? I feel like sometimes people don't know.
I'm not sure that I know. So the difference in a shimmer and a luster. Yeah. Shimmer is more sparkly and luster is more of just a sheen.
Yeah.
I mean, it reflects, but there's more of a sparkle in a luster. No,
And a
a shimmer rather
it's
than a
more
luster.
like a particle size,
Mm-hmm.
where a luster is just more smooth, blended, melded.
So
I'm gonna get some glass.
I'm going to start with some fiberglass, and this is one of our Texas boards. You can hang it. I painted this one white because I wanted to have a nice solid base. This is my big glass.
Hey, do you know where those lights are over there? For these? They're like in between. Nope, come back. Right there. And just kind of down just a little bit. More. All right, that's good. Thank you. It's just blowing everything out. I know it's going to be the same on hers.
So I start with deciding my shape with the glass. This is fiberglass in the 1/4 inch size. I also have smaller. Sorry, not 1/4. This is the 1/2 inch.
Susan Campbell is asking whatever happened to the this and that from STONECOAT.
So this and that were discontinued from STONECOAT. They were just having issues with it. It was causing some yellowing because people were putting too much of it into their piece, and since STONECOAT can't control how much of a product people put in it, they just decided to discontinue it. However, the Color Passion pastes will do what the base tints did from STONECOAT.
HCP said, here from TikTok.
ACP from TikTok. So now that I have this design that I like, I'm going to go ahead and put the clear that I have left over just over this glass. And this is going to do two things. It's going to help my glass adhere to the board, and it's going to give the glitter glass I put on later something to stick to. And the glitter glass is actually made from baby laughter and unicorn tears and butterfly wing wisps. It's technical, okay? It just is. Meow. I'm going to start with the turquoise luster. That is a beautiful color.
That's crazy. It looks a little bit bluer on here, but it looks super nice.
I'm just going to use the stir stick to push some of that mound of pigment inward. And I'm not just laying just lines of color because it's going to pour out at about 3/16 of an inch. Look at me sounding smart. It's going to pour out higher than an 1/8 inch, and resin self-levels at an 1/8 inch. And so we need to kind of manipulate some of it so that it's not too high so it doesn't break surface tension and all flow off your piece. Just trust me.
That looks super green on here.
I know it looks super green always. Cameras just don't want to pick up the blue and the color.
It's gorgeous.
Let me see what it looks like. Oh, that's crazy because it looks blue on mine. That's funny.
So now I'm going to add the white. What's that, TG?
What's up, Legendary Arts?
So just like
happening?
before, I'm going to just move up that pigment to match the line before it. This way you're not getting a really high amount of resin that's just going to try to flow off at the first chance it gets.
Nikki says, simply beautiful.
Well, thank you, Nikki. We appreciate that.
We would love it if you guys tap that screen and give us some likes. Let everybody know that you guys enjoy our content. This is probably our second live here on TikTok.
Definitely
So
is a hard color to photograph.
I haven't done any lives really with TikTok, so I'd like to start doing that more often. We appreciate that. Thank you so much, y'all.
So now I'm going to use the sea foam, which is super sparkly. I think this even goes beyond a luster or even what a shimmer can be. This is straight up sparkle magic. And just like before, I'm going to just push this inward. You know, it's so to leave part of our studio, if you can walk all the way around or you can detour through Bowie's play ball pit. But when you do that, you step on all the squeaky things. And it's super funny if someone does it when they're angry. It's super funny. And I'm going to use this super awesome, super intense copper, Mr. Copper.
Ray says this is so relaxing.
Hey, George. Thank you.
Cat Artistry says the teal is gorgeous and hi.
Hello, Karma Cat. match up these lines real quick. Now, since resin self-levels, me pushing around some of these colors is not a problem. Mm-hmm. Sorry, everyone in TikTok land. That was my dad. My bad. Hello, Megan.
Oh, TG, she's over here.
TG just crossed over.
She crossed over to the other
To
side.
the other side. I have water over here.
Doing geodes is so relaxing and they're so not difficult. I used to put
STONECOAT countertops is in the house.
so much extra thought into doing geodes.
Marsha says
Hello, Marsha. Hey, STONECOAT in the TikTok house.
If you guys are new to our channel and you've been doing resin and you guys don't know about us, here we are. We're Artists Till Death. And also STONECOAT countertops is in the house, which is hands down the best resin out there right now. So go check out STONECOAT countertops page. Join them and get on the STONECOAT boat. STONECOAT boat.
STONECOAT
go.
boat. It's gonna be a
That's
thing.
what we're using here. We're using the STONECOAT countertops art code, which is available on our website as well as STONECOAT countertops website.
If you go to STONECOAT Countertops website, use our code. It's YALL, all caps, no punctuation. And you'll get a super awesome discount. Sweet. Okay, now it's time to add the extras.
Glitter? Glitter?
It's for sure going to be glitter glass. For sure, we're going to add some liquid copper.
Some kind of line?
We're going to add some lines.
As well. That's awesome, Nikki.
Little heat.
I'm going to do that in a minute. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to take some of the turquoise luster that we have, and I'm going to try to open this apparently
Thank you, George.
kid-proof thing of Thornton Shimmer.
Should we invite STONECOAT to go live together?
Well, you should ask them first because they may not be in the studio. So I'm going to add in some Thornton Shimmer from Color Passion. This is going to give me some cell action, and it's going to darken my other paste. Now, for those that were asking about this and that base tints from STONECOAT, this brand will give you that kind of result since they discontinued their base tints.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay. At least it will in theory. I haven't had any issues with it. So let's decide how we're going to manipulate this and create some cells. I think I'm going to should I blow this out this way or this inward? You need to go out. So I'm going to put this dark turquoise color that's called Thornton Shimmer right in between our turquoise luster and our white. Then in a minute, I'm going to manipulate the color outward. We're going to get some awesome effects with it.
Screwball Planet said, been watching your videos since seeing you on the RK3 video. Love your work, especially
Sounds good, STONECOAT.
beach work, and it is amazing.
Awesome. Thanks, Screwball Planet. Love the name. Hey, Pamela.
think we have 1,600 likes.
Awesome.
I don't know how that is.
Thank you, everyone.
Wow. I know, it's crazy weird. But it only seems we have 4 people watching. Well, this is the thing. Maybe it just goes through the For You, and if people, they could watch it for a minute and go, oh, that's cool, click, and then they move on. You know, if they're not interested or they're just, man, that looks so awesome.
What do you guys think about that ripple we got going on?
That was super fun.
Chris Logan says, here I thought Texas was mostly brown.
We're changing the stereotype.
George Ray says, is all this self-level?
Yes, it is self-leveling. So it'll handle.
The only time it's, well, it's still so. I was going to say, like, glitter is the only, it's still self-leveling as far as the resin.
Awesome. We appreciate that,
So, like, glitter
STONECOAT.
could sink, or it could float, or it could be suspended. Like, it's the only kind of tricky additive that you can add that does things.
Mm-hmm. Should I blow the copper inward?
Yes. I want to do all everything else. Ready? I like that.
So we're going to heat it and push it inward. So because I'm using a concentrator nozzle, I'm getting those ripples. This is the groom's cake. If you look on our website, artistilldeath.com, this is a concentrator nozzle. We also have a longer one that has a smaller opening that's like a wedding cake, in my current opinion. Well, now I feel like I want to have this intermingling more. Yeah. I think I'm going to put a line of copper right here.
Welcome, everybody. Check us out. Give us a follow. Tap the screen. Give us some likes. We really appreciate that. And if you have any questions, ask away. This is all resin from STONECOAT Countertops Art Coat brand. And then all the colors, if you have any question about colors, ask away.
We're your friend with color. All right, so if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I like to use a floating gold when I do my geodes. But for this one, I'm going to use a copper, and this is going to be liquid copper. And anytime I use a floating gold that's liquid, I let
Especially copper. I swear there's more.
I think there's more in the copper.
Yeah. Because it stays like that.
I noticed that the other day. So I'm putting a little bit of copper out on this paper, and I tore it and flipped it inverted so that I could get a lot of the active ingredient, or what's the word? The propellant. See this outline of, like, if this is ketchup or peanut butter, that would be the oil soaking in right here. And what I'm trying to do is soak up all of that propellant so that it doesn't bloom when I apply it to the resin. See, when you scrape it, it kind of parts and you can see like a darker area. That's all propellant. This break right here, that's propellant that I don't want, because if I leave it and I put a line in, this line's going to grow because of the propellant that's in there. And it's going to grow so much that it'll splinter, kind of. And I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is just work this around and let all that propellant soak into this paper. See, it's still growing.
And for some reason, copper has, I swear, like the
So the more I work this around, the more of that propellant is soaking up into the paper. We're going to do another little roadside test. We'll do one right here. See how that's still growing? I just did one right here. Hey, Stephanie.
Thanks for the rose.
Hi, Chris.
TG.
TG gave us a rose.
She did.
Thank you. I don't know what that means, but I love it.
It's a gift.
Oh, it's a gift? Okay.
Stephanie Crowder made it in. She's 30.
So it's starting to calm down. See how this one hasn't bloomed as large as this one? I just keep doing these little, what I call roadside tests until it doesn't bloom. All right. So meow. It's doing better. So I'm just going to scrape up some of an area that I know doesn't have too much of that propellant in it. Should have decided where I want to put this first, but we're going to do it right here.
Teresa says, I gave a few roses. I don't know. I just keep pushing the button.
So now we have that beautiful floating copper on top.
That looks so good.
That is my favorite thing about doing geodes, is the floating, the chromes.
Right, floating the chrome is always good. Thank you, George, for the reminder for people to hit the like button. All right, let's do another one on this
Joe
side.
Burger.
Marsha wanted to know if you could make shades of Oregon, and I think Megan wanted Pennsylvania. People wanted to know other shapes.
It's not out of the question. I just have to find a shape that my cutter can do, which shouldn't be a problem. I think I'm going to put some of the copper around my glass.
JJ in the house.
What's up, JJ? All right, it's not going to work just soaking it off the paper, so I'm going to have to go back into the bottle. This stuff you really need to shake up every time, just so you know. And so, whoa. Listen, mistakes happen, and I'm just going to show you guys how to clean it up. You can't get stressed out if something goes wrong.
Just spray some alcohol on it. We haven't done that, have we?
We've done it on the
I
channel.
think it breaks it up with that.
I don't think the alcohol works that well with metallics, but all right, so we got these oopsies here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but over here it's starting to splay on the edge. See how it's not rigid? It's not a straight line like right here. It's gonna end up looking a little bit like a gear. And that's the look that I was trying to avoid with putting these lines of color out. It's blooming on me. But that's okay. So the way you can curb that is to just run a stick through it. Also, we're across the street from the police station, so that's a fun sound to hear. All right, so roughly this piece is done. I super love it. The only thing wrong with it is that it's missing some glitter glass. And if you have not jumped in the world of glitter glass, I'm here for you. I'm about to show you what's up. This glitter glass. It's very fine. very sharp, super tiny little pieces of clear glass. And because it's so fine and it lays all kinds of different ways, it reflects like glitter, but it doesn't have, I will never call glass, nope, I'll never call glitter tacky, but
Some people think it's more crafty or
glitter can get into the crafty look sometimes. But glitter glass,
definitely
it doesn't, because you can't even see it until you hit it with light. And then you're like, oh, I love that. What is that? Can I get more of that?
Screwball Planet says, I appreciate your camera angles and getting a view from above. I also respect your knowledge of products you use and how you make the information so easily understandable. So much detail.
Well, thank you, Screwball. I feel bad calling you Screwball since you gave me such a nice compliment, but I love the name.
I like the little fake little face
The
with the eye.
Well, I appreciate it, Screwball. P.S. I'm going to be down at Rhonda's again next week, this coming week. This week.
Upmarket glitter. Call it upmarket.
Upmarket glitter. For sure. So that's basically it. I'm going to get you in for a close-up of these awesome colors. Ooh, ah. So rich, you guys, for real, for real. The glitter glass. Hold on. I would do a sprinkle of teal glitter glass, but I'm out. You guys bought up all my teal glitter glass. Waiting on more to come in. So this is what I call an Aqua Patina Texas Geode. Normally I'd say take a bath in it, but not glitter glass. That's a fair point. I concur. Definitely would have been nice to not have had this big blurb. In fact, maybe I can run a color through it.
Yeah.
I was gonna end the video, but
One more thing.
we're just, this could be a finish all on its own.
It could be.
We're gonna take it to the next step. Courtesy Rhonda. Just gonna have to put on my Artist Till Death gloves. Okay. So when it gets really dark like this, you have to brighten it up. So I'm going to put some white through. So things like this accident, I call an error. And I just want to impart upon you guys that errors don't mean a wrecked piece. It just means you just have a little bit more work to do. And you never know, it could do something that's a brand new style of pouring. Especially with resin art, don't get worked up. It's art, you know, it's subjective. Also, that white's sinking all the way through that. Yeah. That's what she said.
It did. Cut right through. Nice. And then pushed it to the side. Donna Parker says, wow, found about time to like live.
Hey, Donna Parker.
Hope you're having a fantastic night. Resin is going to do what Resin's going to do.
Listen,
Sue.
that's true. Resin's gonna resin. However, I think we found a happy medium.
2 new
Oh, I
followers
love
for
that.
you.
That teal right there and the copper. Like to the right of where you just were.
Yeah, 199 viewers came through.
Sweet. So you guys, this is what my Aqua Patina Geode looks like. I know Rhonda would approve. With all of her favorite colors of ever. So,
What happened to TikTok? Teresa asked.
Oh, I just
you just
cut it
ended the
off.
feed.
Are you passing?
I am. So I'm gonna take this to DFZ and I will be right back. So you guys, I don't think so.
The lighter one.
Yeah, but most of my coasters are sold. I don't have that much stock to do them. We'll do coasters on another day. Because typically we don't waste resin here. Waste not. All right, you guys. Thanks for sticking with us and watching what we're up to today. I hope you were inspired or entertained or otherwise educated in some way. We love you guys super, super much. And of course, I will give you your moment of Bowie time. Bowie!
There's the man. The
I swear you just tried to say hi.
I did. Hi, Pop. So yeah, I hope you all have an awesome night. Be safe out there. Looks like the moon's going to be full soon. And we'll see you guys mañana at 2 p.m. Central. Same Bowie time, same Bowie place.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Y'all be kind to one another. You never know what someone may be going through. Never know what someone may be going through.
Because here at Artist Best Studios, we do the tests.
So you don't have to be what you got.
I don't think you can show beer on.
All right, y'all. Have an awesome night. We love you guys so, so much. Bye.
I said bye.
Yeah, did you say bye? She said bye.